All right, guys. So my very first podcast, just for some practice here, I brought on a good buddy of mine named Hardeep. Hardeep's not his real name, but we're going to keep him somewhat anonymous, just because he comes from the dark side of sales, and I think that's a really interesting place to look at. So just a quick rundown of his history. We went to university together. He drove a brand new Porsche Cayenne, and so that's kind of how I started talking to him, because I was curious how he got it, and he informed me that he was doing car sales, um, which was mostly true. From working at a new car dealership, he went to work at a used car lot that specialized in high risk clientele with very high interest rates. And it's a bit of a different idea than typical car sales. But from there, naturally, he went into getting people university educations out of college. Uh, and now, lastly, he's working at a I'd say, fairly well known SaaS company, and he's a SDR there, and he's currently performing quite well. So Hardeep, my man, what's up?
Not too much, Bobby. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, thanks. So yeah, let's just start off right away here. So the first sales that you were in was car sales, is that right?
Yeah, first car sales. Sales role I had was car sales. Yeah, it's a great job, good industry to cut your teeth on for sales. So definitely recommend it for people that are just getting in the industry. You get that taste of what sales is and how savage things can be in that type of environment. So it's a good job to cut your teeth on to learn more about sales in the industry as a whole.
Okay, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So essentially, if you've never worked in sales, you're going to be in for a shock. Essentially, car sales is like every man or woman for themselves. And you and the working environment, you guys are what I call frenemies. You're friends, but like at the end of the day, depending on where you work, you guys are, when you see a customer, you both are running up there to see who can essentially go sell them a car, right? And yeah, and often a lot of times people are trying to screw you, customers trying to screw you, your managers are trying to screw you out of your own commissions. It's up for you to stand up for yourself and kind of, secure your own bag, if you will. So,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Clearly, you were a good car salesman there because you were driving a brand new Porsche in university. This was in Calgary during the oil boom, so things were a lot different back then. Calgary is not like that anymore. That being said, though, you still went to go sell used cars. Why is that?
Yeah, it's just something I thought that was going to be definitely more profitable than new car sales, and it was. And I just want to make money, and yeah, it's a good industry to be in if you want to make some money, quick money. So that's why I did it.
So, yeah, but come on, your used car lot was a little bit different than used car department at a normal dealership. What made you guys different?
That's true. I mean, like we weren't selling cars; we were selling dreams. As per se, most of our clientele, well, I say half our clientele, had subprime credit, and what that means is if your credit is lower than 680, we'll say. And if you see advertisements everywhere when you're driving down the street, rebuild your credit, that type of thing. That's the type of business model that we've used in our dealership. Essentially, we're giving people loans at a high interest with the approach that saying over the next few years, as you pay off your high interest loan, it'll report better on your bureau, and thus your interest will come down over time, bring down your payments as well, and build better credit for you as shows the bureau you're making monthly payments towards
That actually
outstanding loan.
did that actually happen?
I mean, that did actually happen for some people, but it's rare.
What
So
percentage?
for
What percentage? What
for
percentage?
example, so a lot of the clients I had to deal with had, let's say, $50 in their bank account, and they're in between jobs, and we get them a $30,000 loan at 29.99%. Your monthly payments on your car is astronomical. You're tacked on with your insurance, so your brand new Honda Civic or whatever with insurance monthly is fucking what, $1,000 per month. Can you pay that for 3 years? Most people will say no, and the vehicle more oftentimes than not get repossessed. And if you were somebody that made consistent payments for 36 months, not missing a payment, yeah, I guess it will rebuild your credit, but there are definitely better ways to do that than signing on for high interest loan like that. But you know, like I said, we weren't selling cars, we were selling dreams, right?
Okay. And you said you made more money there. Was it a lot more money? Like that sounds kind of.
Yeah, that definitely it can be. I mean, new car sales, there are things that yield a lot of gains. Like for example, trucks. There's a lot of markup on trucks, but with used vehicles. So, for example, if a dealership selling it for $8,000, and if it was a trade, and you bet they got it for probably $3,000, and you
Cool.
have
Yeah, and
huge
then
markup.
like working at the used car dealership, did you gain skills there as well that have helped you go forward, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it kind of taught me what I don't really want to do. Yeah, it definitely teaches you skills, but it's that I felt like I was trading my soul to just to make money. It was tough because you're literally like I felt like I was screwing people over. Because you're at
So
face value, you're telling them, yeah, we're gonna help you build your life, man. You have to do this if you want a mortgage. Hey, you want to be a renter forever? What do your family think about you? You want to buy a home eventually, right? This is what you have to do to build your life so you can qualify for a mortgage. Literally, I would say that, and people would go for that, and and I did it knowingly that it was in the client's best interest. But hey, you know, gotta eat somehow, right? So,
yeah,
uh, yeah, and after a while, it takes its toll on you for sure. So.
awesome. And I mean, I know you're good at it because they after you quit, they were still calling you trying to get you to come back.
Yeah, sure.
But naturally you progress from that to, I mean, helping people primarily, I think it was new immigrants live out their
Yeah, helping
dream.
new immigrants secure, uh, you know, college education and diplomas. Not even new immigrants. We're talking about sort of the same clientele as the subprime people. You know, like people that are a little bit older, 30 to 50, never got a post-secondary education. Not to say that defines if you're successful or not successful in life, but these are the type of people that have not made good decisions their whole life. You know, they got 2 kids, 3 kids, and they were working at Walmart for like 10 years. They want to make a change at like 40 something, 50 something. Like these types of people are general clientele for
Okay,
the
and
call.
what kind of education is it? Like it's post secondary, but is it like what kind of degrees are they walking away with?
Well, just diplomas, college diplomas. Some was accredited, some wasn't. I honestly didn't even know the difference when I was there.
Okay, cool. So how do you find these people? Did you do any prospecting? Like what's the
Yeah,
sales
I
cycle?
did my own prospecting. You know, I made ads on Kijiji. Yeah, I talked to people. One of my buddies enrolled a security guard downstairs in the cybersecurity course. Um, yeah, and most were from social media ad campaigns. So if you scroll through Instagram, you'll see an ad. They'll say like, make $42 an hour as a supply chain management analyst, whatever. You click on the ad and you put in your information. It takes you to the funnel, and we get your information, give you a call, and try to get you enrolled.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and then I guess the sales cycle, like how do you you get the lead, you call them, I guess, is that right?
yeah. I get the lead. I call them. I'll be like, hey, this is Tony or Sandeep Hardeep. What's my name again?
It doesn't matter. I'll edit it out.
This is Hardeep from XYZ College. Just give me a call with regards to the inquiry sent forth about this accounting and payroll administration diploma. What made you interested about this diploma program? And from there, we carry a conversation, find their pain points, and you know, find a way to close them. And for me, it was just super easy because literally, most of the times it comes down to fear selling and leading to a better life. Because yeah, if you're an immigrant, there's people with master's degrees, and they're like, hey, you know, I spent a lot of time getting a master's degree, but as you know, I don't have to tell you. It's really painful for me to say this, but it's not recognized in Canada, and you're having such a hard time applying yourself here. And you know, you're telling me you work at let's see, KFC, and you know, you deserve better than that, right? You have a master's degree. Why are you doing this? And most of the times they have kids, and you know, go down the rabbit hole, be like, hey, you know, how are you going to feed your family on $15 an hour? That's the minimum wage here. Your wife deserves better, or your family deserves better. Think about time when you can be making $50,000 a year. That's a lot of money for these people, especially if you have kids, right? Makes a big difference in their lives. Although what I was doing was to, I guess, to some of the listeners here that haven't been in sales, is defined as a little greasy, but it was good because you're actually genuinely helping these people, right? Rather than like doing what I was doing before, which is like fucking people over. So it's definitely was a better change for me, because a lot of these people, you know, they do end up getting these better jobs, improving their lives. So.
Awesome, man. And then, yeah, so I know you got promoted to basically leading a team there. But I mean,
Yeah.
shortly after that happened, you ended up working, or you ended up getting a phone call and kind of left that company. Now you're in the SaaS world, and you're
Yeah, for sure.
working as a BDR or SDR or whatever. I
Yeah.
won't say the company, just because of the context of this conversation. But
Sure, exactly.
I mean, what about being an SDR? I mean, how does that compare to the more I guess sales roles that you've been in? I was gonna say traditional sales roles, but a lot of that wasn't traditional.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, SDR is probably honestly the hardest sales role I've ever done. Because mostly it's I have to call people. I don't know what other types of contact SDRs have, but the generality seems to be prospecting and generating prospective new business for the company that you're working for. So the way we do it here is through cold calling. Yeah, so these people have no idea who you are, or what your company is about, and you're trying to bridge some value between you and them, while at the other end trying to charge them up, 500 on average per month for your services. So it's tough in that sense. Yeah.
This is a legitimate company this time. This is
a legitimate company.
This is,
Yeah. So
this is real deal. You're helping people out. You say it's the hardest role. What do you mean by that? Like, what makes it the hardest role? Cold calling. I know you can do that. You helped teach me how to cold call to great success. So, like, what exactly about it makes it so difficult? Is it because you're not closing your own deals? I mean, like, is it?
No, we're closing our own deals, and it's tough because I think just because of the nature of the product and everything that we're selling, I don't see a huge value in the product that we're selling, to be honest. Essentially, it's like online advertising, but you can do it for free for yourself. Like, what I'm getting a lot of these objections from these guys that I'm dealing with, I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I hear you. I mean, there's not, for me, it's tough because I don't see the value in the product, to be honest, and especially for the price that we're charging. It's really absurd to me that people would be paying for this product service.
How are you doing it, though? Are you making sales? Where are you on?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing sales. And the last sale, like I made, was about charging this guy's company $805 per month, but we had to almost split it on two credit cards because he didn't have enough money on one of them, and at the end they found out he only had $1,000 in his bank account, but still secured the deal. I mean, it's not my job for you to figure out how you're going to pay. It's my job to, sell you this product.
Okay.
Service. So
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. I think. Yeah, you're definitely a hustler, man. You're definitely a hustler, 100%.
Hustle or be hustled in the real world.
I hope your bosses don't see this, but I mean,
yeah, me neither.
I've seen your leaderboard though. You're pretty high up there. You're doing pretty good. I mean, yeah, I appreciate it, man. And I'll post this up somewhere, and then I'll take it down pretty soon. So, anyways, I appreciate it. And see you later, Hardeep.
Take care.